To the chosen ones who are listening to me today, hear this truth. The divine does not always speak to us in the thunder, nor in the roaring of the wind. Sometimes, the deepest mysteries of the kingdom are laid bare on a quiet morning street, waiting for the one with eyes to see and a spirit to discern. You have been called to witness a divine display, a living parable, and the invisible warfare you are currently navigating. Listen to the very end because the conclusion reveals the exact secret to turning your greatest attack into the tool that expands your territory. Look at the supernatural phenomenon that I'm about to reveal before you. First, there was the white cart, elevated, puffy with health and well rested. Spiritually, this is your true identity in Christ. This is the posture of the chosen. You're seated in heavenly place. You're called to a life of abundance, divine protection, and unbothered peace. You're positioned on a high, filled with the light of the conscious mind and the purity of spirit. But notice what happens next. Out from the shadows came the black cat, thin, hungry, and driven by raw survival. This cat was a nursing mother, depleted because she was pouring out her own life force to sustain her offsprings. She represented the primal, chaotic, and spiritual attacks of this season. It is the spirit of scarcity. It is the warfare that comes against you, not because it hates you, but because it is starved. It sees your peace, it sees your light, it sees your elevation, and it wants to tear you down to feed its own lack. And what did the chosen do? What did the symbol of light do? The white cat. She did not panic. She did not flee. She did not scratch, scream, hiss, or lower herself to the vibration of the threat. She simply stood up, locked eyes with the adversary, and for the first time, she spoke. Her lips moved, but to the natural world, no sound came out. It was a silent meow. Hear this, chosen one. Your greatest weapon in this season is your silent frequency. The world expects you to shout. The enemy expects you to match their rage, their anxiety, their jealousy, their manipulation, and their volume. But the divine is teaching you the power of the silent boundary. When you speak from a place of high spiritual frequency, your authority does not require a human voice. You're vibrating at a level the adversary cannot handle. Your silence is not weakness. It is an airtight, impenetrable decree of absolute dominion. Your moving lips are speaking telepathic truths directly into the spiritual realm, shattering the assignments of the enemy without you ever having to lose your composure. And look at the immediate shift. The moment that high frequency boundary was established, the aggressive, chaotic energy was instantly humbled. The black cat stopped. That warfare ceased. The threat was neutralized. This display is for the chosen ones so that you would understand the authority that rests inside your own soul. The enemy had to look at you and acknowledge that you hold the keys to the mystery. What did the victorious spirit do after the battle? She did not chase the enemy down. She did not gloat. She simply adjusted herself, laid back down, and stretched out. She occupied even more space than she did before. This is the prophetic promise for your life right now. Every attack that has come against you in this season is not designed to destroy you. It is designed to trigger your silent authority so that you can expand your territory. When you overcome the chaos, through quiet faith, you do not just survive. You take up more space. You stretch out into your destiny. You claim the ground that the enemy tried to steal from you. But remember the final piece of the vision. Right next to the majestic display of victory stood a locked gate. And behind that gate, a third cat was trapped, desperately trying to scratch its way out, but unable to break free. That locked gate is a warning to the chosen one. It represents stagnation. It represents the millions of souls who are trapped behind the barriers of religious confinement. mental prison, and fear-based mindset that keep the masses trapped. They are stuck in cages, watching the warfare of life happen, but unable to step into their own power. The divine is revealing to you, chosen ones, you are not behind the gate anymore. You have been granted the freedom to the open road. You are the one walking in the early morning light. Do not envy the comfort that has never been tested. Do not fear the hungry tax of a depleted world. You are out in the matrix, learning how to govern energy, set boundaries, and walk in dominion. Do not allow fear of life to make you wish for the safety of a locked gate. A cage is still a cage, even if it keeps you safe from the fight. Lock your eyes on the storm. Speak your silent, high-frequency boundary of faith. Watch the chaos humble itself at your feet, and then stretch out majestically in the abundant space that the divine has carved out exclusively for you. You are the observer, you are the overcomer, you are the chosen. Yotago, good luck.